Whew! Well, that was harrowing. Greetings and salutations, good folks. Lumpz the Clown. We're doing a creative stream where I am building a survival horror RPG, and that was the first time I've ever had volume issues with OBS Studio. I don't know what the fuck that was all about, but we are nominal and good to go. I'm just putting that right there in the event that the volume is not loud enough or whatever, because I don't have an editing program that is advanced enough to recognize multiple tracks of audio. It's ridiculous. I guess MKV files types are supported in like Sony Vegas and all them other rich boy toys that I don't got. So we got to get this right the first time. But since you're all here, I'm going to talk to you about my game. I'm going to show you the start point and kind of like where I'm at thus far. I don't have any particular goals for this one except for the creation of monsters. I'm going to add a few more monsters, and then perhaps I'll even show you off some of the little secrets that I got here to kind of give you the sense of what kind of game I'm trying to create, because everyone talks a big fucking game, but you're talking about me here. I'm super anal retentive when it comes to certain things, and the detail, it's got to be legit. You know, it's got to be something that feels familiar. It's got to be something that people can grasp very quickly, but then also at the same time giving you that exploration factor and letting you figure shit out for yourself just through design. Okay, so without further ado, let's show you what I've got right now. Okay, and it's not complete. Some parts are disjointed and shit. For example, I'm going to show you the town and then the where we're going to be entering this dungeon that we're going to be doing a lot of our crawling in. But then I'm also going to show you another part of the town that is not revealed just yet until like you get to the certain point. I'm not sure how I'm going to integrate it just yet, but it's going to be fucking epic. So without further ado, let's go in here to test play, and I will show you what I have. Okay, so we start out right here. This could be a placeholder. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this guy or not. I'm going to be doing an intro event here that's going to scan across this terrain right here, and it's going to tell the story and whatever, and I can tell you the story right now. The guy that we're playing as wakes up in some type of escape pod that lands on this desolate planet, and he wakes up and he has no recollection of who he is, why he's here, anything else like that. So he's going through here, and then in the distance he sees this town, but something's not right. You know, he right now I just got it named something silly like New Roanoke Colony. Anyone who understands American history would know Roanoke was an early colony that was abandoned. So they, and written below with what appears to be blood, leave now. So you know, that's gonna add a little cheesy thing, and maybe I'll kick off a sound effect right there to really like drive home that you are in a survival horror game. So here is the weapon shop. We got a bar. We got some houses. Some look destroyed, but this looked like some sort of fortified settlement, and that looks like some type of potion shop. I'm even adding certain events, you know, like when you play Resident Evil and a few other certain things you can look at. Well, check this out. This could be changed. This is early stuff, guys, so don't hold this to gospel. Some of this can change. A decorative fountain apparently depicting somebody important. And then when you look over here, a putrid smell is emanating from the well. So, yeah, that's kind of weird, right? And, yeah, if we go in here, this is a clinic, is what I call this one. So these books that you see right here are going to be like diaries of the residents that were left behind, and that kind of reveals some of the backstory of this place and this and that. But anyone recognize these vases from like say Final Fantasy V and that? Click on that. HP, MP, and status restored. So this gives you everything that you have, and it gets rid of any like nasty shit that you have. This is probably one of my favorite features of this. Setting this up is a lot more difficult than you think. When you look at this book, this is where you save. This is like inspired by Silent Hill. In an empty world where all open books abruptly end, let's hope mine carries on. And then it gives you the opportunity to save. So I'll back out, and then it closes with a sound effect. And then check this out. Save game? Sure. Yep. So that closes. This diary up here is going to reveal more backstory. I might end up moving that table down a little lower. I'm just finding little tweaks here and there that I could do to improve gameplay. But a lot of this looks like what you would see standard fare on, say, a Super Nintendo or something like that. This is the type of RPGs you would see. I'm not going to do that annoying design thing where if you touch something that it's going to immediately knock you in there. But I'm going to have you check doors, you know, because that's, you know, these are closed doors. They're not open, so, like, you can't walk into them and whatever. I particularly like that design choice. I'm not a big fan of the touch shit. The colony is lost and my life is slowly slipping away. May these items find their way to either our savior or merciful angel of death. So, again, could change. So yeah, we got all this. That was a cyanide pill, so it's exactly what it sounds like. If we pop in here to our menu, no description or anything like this, but this an attack plus 8. For some reason, I've already got it set up for default equipment for this guy, so I need to boot that off of there, and that's going to be your initial equipment. Is going to be a chainsaw. I don't know if I'm going to have this or the pistol that I've already created be the weapons, the first one, but I don't know. But, you know, no magic or anything like that just yet, but you'll be pleased to know that I am working on a blue magic system. It can't be janky, though. It's got to be legit. Something like you would see in Breath of Fire 3 or one of those. But I'm really thinking about it, and I think it'd be awesome. Because as the story progresses, this guy's identity and his past is going to start to get revealed, and throughout all of that, it's going to be interwoven perfectly. And I'm not going to take any shorts with this. I'm not going to crunch and give you guys a specific time it's going to be released. I'm going to take my time on this, and it's going to be fucking beautiful. Let's go in here. Ooh, that was a melty thing. I don't think that was supposed to happen. So there would be some more exposition right here. You read this book, and it would tell you some more backstory. When you look at this picture is jutting out slightly. You found card key A. Now that's a use right there of switches. I should have checked out this place first, because if I would have got in there without reading, you know, the book back there in the weapon shop, that event wouldn't have kicked off. It would have said like a portrait of a young girl. So all of these things you'll be able to click on, you know, look into. There's a lot of exploration that's going to be going into this Resident Evil style and Silent Hill style, might I add. And now that we've got that, we got card key A, and that's another quick time event, or not quick time, but another event that we kick off over here. When we have card key A, we can access the building at the end of town, but try to click on this door. This door is locked from the other side. How would you get on the other side of something like that? So, that's interesting, right? And here is another house. So this one's kind of like the other one. This bedroom's on this side, and it looks what appears to be a living room right here, with a fireplace even. Doesn't look like it's been very well taken care of for a while. And then, yep, just going through here. Now we got card key A. We'll go into this building right here. It looks really nice compared to the rest of the place. Authorized personnel only. So you go in here. Access granted, right? Now we're in the building. So this looks like a lobby reception area, and it looks like a chair right there, and that's it. That is something I'm going to fix. That is something I'm going to slow down a little bit. And it's going to be more akin to, you know, like survival horrors on PlayStation and shit like that, like Resident Evil. These guys are actually unique enemies I created. They're going to be appearing in darkened areas, and it's going to be pretty awesome when it gets there. But they're not supposed to be here right now, and they're highly overpowered for where I'm at, so I'm not going to fight them. But I'll show you this elevator, and this is going to lead you down to the second basement, or first basement, whatever you want to call it. Yep. So very Silent Hill-esque, and it doesn't lead anywhere just yet because I haven't created the floor yet, which is something I might start doing on this particular stream. But we'll bop out of there, and I'm going to go to the events, and I'm going to show you one of the other deals that I'm working on. This is what I was working on before I popped in. I wanted to see if it's true. A lot of switches went into this one. But we'll go to this bar, right? And we'll set a start point right here, say. So this is a whole deal that I've done, and I'm excited to show you guys this area because this kind of gets to the core of what type of game I'm trying to create. So pay attention. See, now we're right here. Books are meticulously arranged. So, and then we look here because, you know, by this point you would know, hey, check out these open books. They'll give you clues. Blah, 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 blah. So I haven't filled in the story for that yet, but that kicks off this event up here. Would clue you in to look for a switch in the back of this bookcase. There's a switch in the back of the book. There's a switch on the back of the bookcase. Push it? Sure. Or you can say no. And it backs right out of there, but you won't be able to move on until you say yes. A passage has been revealed. Ooh, an ominous staircase. That wasn't there before. Before we go down it, remember that the bar was locked before we went into this particular part of the map? Well, check this out. The door has been unlocked. And where does it go? Right back into town. So you can't get into there from this side, but once I'm going to be setting up a teleport over there in the top right, and it's going to take you to this area, but I don't quite know how we're going to get to the teleport just yet. But yeah, rooms will be revealed and more shit will occur. That other house that I showed you might even be a locked off area once I get into this thing, because I like the fact that you bop back and forth here, and the whole point of this design is to give you a spot to go back to in the event that you need to heal up, because there's not going to be any like bullshit inside here. There's only going to be save points, but there's no way to really heal yourself up except through items. The clinic here is going to be your best bet for saving and healing, and that's going to be your only spot to do both of them at. So we'll only set up the saves throughout various parts of the dungeon, and I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I might go hardcore. But we'll see what the design and where it leads us. And then let's go down this stairway, because that has appeared now and it's not going to go away. Ooh, dark. I have no idea what's in here. Oh, that kind of looks like a chest right there. Let's check it out. Oh, shit. And he's dead. So, yep, that would be one of the jump scares that I'm going to be planning in. And look at that. He left his fucking blood splatter behind. That's disgusting. So, that's all said and done. And that's what I got so far. Pretty sweet, eh? So, without further ado, let's go in here and get to work on building some more shit, shall we? One of the other enemies that I plan on putting in, I called that guy Bartender, by the way, so that's some more spoilery shit right there for you. That's about all you're getting. He only has 1 HP now. I haven't really doctored him up because he's supposed to function kind of as a mini-boss. You know how in Silent Hill where you have about, say, 4 or 5 mini-bosses before you get to the big final boss? Well, it's going to be something similar to that. In order to get key items, you need to beat these specific bosses. And what's going to be in that chest, I haven't created it yet, is going to be card key B, which is going to allow us to access the other bank of elevators, which is going to take us down yet another level. Matter of fact, since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and create it. So, card key B. Alright, now this one is more or less, I mean, you could set up your, you know how there's vital items or like key items in Final Fantasy? Well, you can set them up here for other, and then you'll be good to go. I could potentially put them in there. Right now I've got card key A under regular key, but I could potentially, fuck. Out of that. And let's see, sell no, drop unable. So once you have the card keys, you have them for good. I'm not going to allow the users to get rid of them or anything like that. But these all unlock different types of doors and whatever, and that's how I'm going to do this. The other thing I plan on doing on this stream is cleaning up some of the code and the events and shit like that. Before we do, let's get in here and do what we said we were going to do. So key, card key B, I'm just keeping it nice and simple. No cell. And the other thing that I've been toying around with is potentially creating... Remember, this guy lands on this planet, and there's no humans on it. But that doesn't mean that we can't add potential other party members. But I'm toying with a mechanic right now where maybe you can pick up robot companions that assist you in battles, because some of these battles can be tough. But when you try to leave the lab, they explode. I'm playing around with that a little bit more. If I can get it working, I'll keep it in. If not, then we'll just scrap it. We'll move on. Never break, status show. Yeah, so card key A, card key B. We'll go ahead and update those. And then, let's see, Mr. X is what I'm naming this guy right now. And he's in our start party. Then, yeah, glowing eyes. I created this. So this is something I created in the anime maker portion, which I'm going to be probably using later on for my character sprite. And I'll play around with that a little bit more. But this is just a simple circle drawing, different sizes, with a little line for a mouth. He looks kind of silly right now, but he looks really awesome when it's pitch black. So yeah, there's that. Right now I just call him glowing eyes. I might come up with something more creative. I decided to get disgusting with this guy and named him Prolapse for now, but that could change. Now the whole shtick, this whole thing, this colony is, you know, like humanoid folks or maybe even humans. They're not there anymore. And then there's going to be this like alien race that's insect based that ends up taking over, but they're also super intelligent. So it's kind of, imagine a bunch of brain bugs from Starship Troopers instead of like dumb grunts, and then but imagine they're all thinkers. So like imagine evolution sped up about 30-40 times over. I mean, and then you got the idea of what kind of game I'm trying to create. Let's see. So yeah, we already got the Scorpion guy. Killer Bee I have not put in yet, but I'd certainly want to. There's one scene that I'm concocting, brainstorming, would be to have like a nest that you have to destroy, and until then, like the probability of fighting these guys is like super high until you destroy the nest. But that is not here nor now just yet. Well, yeah, we'll do that. And you can change colors just like your traditional RPG to denote strength and stuff like that. You can even do reverse if you like. So yeah, you can do that, and you can do like one on either side and then one enemy in the middle. I can't remember how people have done it. But this guy I'm going to give our very first poison attack to. So this is going to be pretty sweet. For now, I'm not going to really fuck with any of that stuff. We'll just keep a sprite in there and his name. And we can go into Magic Save, and we can do a poison. Let me double check on something. I'm going to go in here to the monster, and I'm going to look at their... you can edit their attacks. You know, like 30% of the time they'll do this, 40% of the time they'll do that. You can do abilities here, so you could either do no critical hits, critical hit up, which I'll be using for other enemies later. You can do a double attack, which could be for something with a smooth stinger, like a wasp coming at you. Multi-attack, it was like 3 attacks. And then miss half of the attacks, 2 times the damage. I mean, you can make these guys fucking scary. Let's see, attack patterns. You can do normal. You can do action. What the fuck, action? Do nothing. Okay, you can do a guard, flee, self-destruct, steal, MP, hide. I think hide doesn't remove them from battle, but it does prevent them from being hit or something. I can't remember. And then you can do the magic here. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what I would name something like that. Let's do Venom. Venom's good. And of course this could change later. Alright, Venom. No, we're not trying to cure poison, we're trying to cause it. So, bam, right there. Alright, so range, single, that's fine. And in here, this is very interesting. You can actually add the graphics, so action 1, action 2, action 3, you can create kind of a cascading effect. So here your graphics, you can change this. So this is action 1. This is the first sprite that you see on screen. So you cycle through, I can't remember how many of these there are. But yeah, something like this you could do. You could do like a flash. You can do a fade in. You can do a fade out. And then you can go like from medium to small. So like they're doing a small to medium. And then you could do like center. You can do like from below, right, left. Like you can have some fun with this. So center, you can do a shake if you like. You can do a turn out. You can do a turn. You can do a turn in, sway, shake vertical. Good God. Okay. Yeah, no rotate. You can do rotate. You can do spin. Spin's one of my particular favorites, but it's a little obnoxious for this particular type of attack. I think you could do regular, let's see about effects. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's what that's all about. We could do small. And then let's go to action 2, shall we? And then we can do just the regular poison, right? I can't remember what the number was. 21. Okay. So you can do that and do like a no fade, and then you can do a break, like in the third action. So you get up here to 21, right? And then, let's see, effect shake. Where the fuck did it go? Here we go. Fall apart. Bam. Bam. Okay, so yep, there's that. You can even do the sound too. So you can add a sound effect per action. So I'm trying to figure out what a bee sting would sound like. So let's go and do that, and then we do 78 sound effects to choose from. Good God. .3DS version. Oh, Daria, I'm so happy to see you. You're in here. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got a chance to play Fez yet, but this is one of my favorite things about RPG Maker on PS1. Okay, I'm looking for the... I know for a fact there is a poison sound effect here. I'm going to look for it. Ah, see, that's too positive. Hey, that was a bark back there. You hear that? Yeah, rope. Just pre-made. Ah, okay. Someday I do plan on going in there and doing that. I'm like super like crazy deep in this right now. And I can't break away. I've tried it. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's awesome. So that's going to be our very first magic spell. And that is going to be an attack that I'm going to give to that killer bee that I just made. See, you could do like emit and summon and enchant, and then it does the tilde sign, which means whatever you name it. Invoke venom, enchant venom, whatever. I go with this one right here. So we'll go and do that. And then, let's go back to that monster, eh? And you can do the percentages and shit. Let's see. Attack patterns, no, ain't no 100%. Let's go ahead and do like a 50 there. And, okay, magic. We're doing venom for that one, and he's going to do that. Let's say 40% of the time. And if he's feeling particularly nasty, let's see, maybe we could do... Charge attack, poison, oh, poison attack. What? Is that for real? Let's try that. We'll try a poison attack. I want to see what that looks like. So I'm going to get him in a test fight. And then, yeah, we'll just have to do 100% there. You won't let me do 150%? Fucking around. I can hear all the mathematicians out there going, ah, no, Lumpz. Okay, Killer Bee. I mean, he's got 1 HP. He ain't gonna do shit. But let's go ahead and do a test. Where am I gonna put this guy at? Okay, why not? We'll just put him right here. Fuck it. Monster appearance. I wouldn't understand what the fuck. Okay. I don't remember it doing that. So let's keep it simple, okay? I'm gonna go into the triage where I've already got monsters going on, right? I am going to see, we got glowing eyes. We'll boot him out, and then we will replace him with Killer Bee. That is for sure. Is that 1063? Am I getting that name right? Hold up. All right, 1063. It's good to see you. Yes, this is RPG Maker PS1. Looks like Dari already got it for you. And thank you. I'm about mostly blind from this far away. Intrigued. Yes, this is something my brother and I really put some time into back 2000, 2001. Never got a chance to create anything, and the only thing I've ever built fully was an interactive birthday card for him one time. Never created a full-fledged game until now, and I'm super excited to get it going. So, Mr. X is the name of my guy. I haven't really came up with a name for him yet. But we're going to fight some killer bees and see what this poison attack looks like. Yeah, 11, he's dead. Aha, he got me. Okay, so you don't even have to bother with creating a magic. But we got the venom in there just in case. Alright, excellent. And if anyone's played Lisa the Painful or anything like that, you would recognize that first-person box perspective thing going on there. Totally awesome. Well, 10, you're in good company then. I'm going to be doing this at least once a week. I might even pop in tomorrow for a little bit and do it some more. I haven't decided for sure yet. I don't know if you guys were in here earlier when I was showing off what I've created so far. I think Utah Punk was in here. But I've already created some of my dungeons. I'll show you some of the names and shit. We've got house number 1, house number 2. We got the town, which is kind of like abandoned looking. And then you got these houses you can go into. You got a clinic you can go into, which has some really sweet features you'd recognize from Final Fantasy and even Silent Hill. Lab entrance, lab triage, weapons shop, elevator, bar, basement. I'm only up to how many switches? I'm up to 9 switches. And I'm trying to make notes of where they go and what they do and all that mess. And the one I'm missing right now is switch number 3. I don't know where the hell it's at. I've been looking around for it, and it might have gotten scrapped from an earlier design. But yeah, my intro event is gonna start about right here, and then it's gonna do like a reveal across the desolate landscape, and then it's gonna zoom back this way, and the starting point's gonna be right here, and then the guy is gonna like come out right here, and then notice this abandoned colony. So this is where it all starts. And there's gonna be item finding. There's gonna be stuff similar to Resident Evil and Silent Hill. You look around and it'll like make a comment about something, you know, like that right there says, let's see, a decorative fountain apparently depicting somebody important, like. And then what else we got? Putrid smell emanating from the well. I mean, we got some shit going on in here. And Yoshi Knuckles, good to see you, man. How's it going? It has been a minute. Yeah, it has. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how I could create the effect of a broken building because they don't have broken building tiles, say. So, like, they only have these completed ones here. I'm like, well, shit. Knock them out and put these little rock things right here. Because, I mean, this town got fucked over by this insectile alien race is what happened. Since I'm in here, I'm going to be cleaning up some of my my code, and there's some stuff in here, extraneous shit that I don't need anymore because I found more efficient ways to do it. But let's see. Xenosaga Episode 2 and this. Sweet. 5 exams. God damn. Yes, 10. That is true. Working with limitations. Yeah, appreciate it, Daria. I mean, you do what you got to do, right? I mean, you work with what you got, and I think the mistake I made the last time around is that I didn't really understand the engine itself. You know, I was trying to make it into something that it wasn't. So why do that when we can make the shit work, you know, for real? And try to work with it instead of against it. That'll boot you into the bar once you unlock the door from the other side. So I already cleaned up all that. I think the town code's cleaned up, but I got to bop into these houses here, and I think some of these are all fucked over and need to be fixed. For example, this stuff here. You do a touch and you go outside, but I don't necessarily like that. I want to do a touch from the top. When you press them down, you go out the door. If I were to do it right here and you just like move left after entering, then you would end up getting booted right back outside, which is annoying as shit. Bring on the derivatives and that makes my brain bleed. Too fun. Yeah, that's true, Daria. Version, two fun, pretty maps. I could do a map. You could do field in here. I should mention there is this right here where you can create an overworld map. It's got like different tiles and junk like that. Let me take a peek. Yeah, see all these parts here you can mash together and create your own continents. And then their only mode of travel is either walking there or blimp or boat, are your only modes of travel. It isn't like walking around in a world map in Final Fantasy, say. You have to like put points on this world map, and then you can walk there, you can use your blimp and get there. It doesn't really fit for the type of RPG I'm creating this time around, but I was thinking of seeing if I could create a Mystic Quest clone, something similar, because you'd be surprised how many features in Mystic Quest can be recreated in this version of RPG Maker. Yeah, I mean, okay, by maps you mean dungeons, I get you. But yeah. Oh my god. This is funny. But yeah, this is probably my favorite thing so far, because after you go and you fight this guy and everything else like that, all of these lanterns kick on when his switch turns on. And then when he's dead, it turns back to default color, and you can exit this however many times you like. And his bloodstain doesn't leave. Whenever you kill a sub-boss, I'm going to make sure that there's going to be remnants of his remains remaining. Let's put it that way. Okay, so lab triage. Okay, yeah, I gotta get back to creating my events. Okay. Yeah, bar's already cleaned up. I'm gonna drop a portal right there, but I think I want to do it like an event style, because if I do it as event style, I could change the color potentially. Oh yeah, house 1. I was gonna move this shits down 1. Alright, we'll drop that right there, and then cut this, and we'll drop it right there. And then I'm going to change those to like view from the top or touch from the top. And that's going to be a lot more intuitive than worrying about people walking on shit. Okay, so we'll pop in here and let's see, start from top. We could do like a touch from the sides if we'd like. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Because if it's from the top, then you'd actually have to be facing down to make it happen. So we'll update that. Haha, we got a Don in the house. Good to see ya. Welcome to my survival horror, dude. I'm so excited. Alright, and we'll go and keep that touch in. I don't know why I keep trying to bop it off, but these are all events in itself. So I got some other folks in here. I'm going to clean up my events, and then I'm going to do another show of what I got going so far, because this is just absolutely amazing. It's everything I've ever envisioned in a survival horror RPG. There's a couple of different series on YouTube right now where people have tried to do this, and either they abandoned the projects or they stopped talking about it and stopped uploading videos, which is a damn shame. And this is, you know, part of the reason that I'm doing this now is to stay accountable. I'm very bad at stopping projects, and I don't want to stop this project. I want to stay motivated, and I want to complete the damn thing. Something that's been brewing in the back of my head since 2000, 2001. Alright, so we got that, right? Card key A is only necessary for the first floor that we'll be accessing. So you go through the lab entrance, then you go through triage. You go into the first bank of elevators, which are all going to be designated by different doors. And then when you go down, card key A will open up some of those doors, except for, like, say, one. Throughout all of your explorations and shit, you're going to wind up at this teleporter that is going to take you to the bar. You can unlock the door. You have your first mini boss fight in there. You escape out. You go back down the elevator after you rest up at the clinic save, and then you'll be able to go down that other bank of elevators. And I might even drop it right next to the other one just out of design. You know, you won't be able to use it right away, but it'll be right there so you don't have to go through the whole fucking floor to do it again. Yeah, it's true. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just me getting distracted very easily. And I'm like a fucking moth, you know, going to fire and shit. So I'm just like, hey, well, what's that? And it's just something that I'm famous for. And it's something I'm trying to fix. And stuff like this helps keep me that way. Alright, lab triage. Okay, this is the other thing I gotta clean up. I think the biggest pain in the ass was trying to get the elevator scene the way that I wanted it to. So with the elevator, I wanted to create an automatic event where when you go into it, your character is revealed, and then it either goes down or up depending on whether you are going in from the first basement floor or if you're going in from triage. So it's going to be a page that I'm going to need for each one of those. So again, efficient code, and then oh yeah, I got to go back in here and change these to top. From top, check, no, we want to do touch. And then here, same thing, do a touch. Okay, now, over here in the entrance was something that's really been bothering me. Card key A allows you to access from the outside, so it's given at this point you don't need card A to fuck around with any of this. So, take over the event page 2. Card key A. We don't really need 2 pages for this shit. I mean, we're already there, right? So what we do is we go back to this page, we cut it, and then let's see, from top, event contents, yes, so that's all we need. So touch, move, don't move. Okay, so that's all good. We only need card key A to get in there, and then it's going to dump them right there. So I'm going to be double checking that as soon as I cut this other page. Yeah, see, that's all as needs to be. And the scary door opening animation a la PS1 won't happen until you open up these doors, which I'm going to now change to slow because that seemed to fit what I have in mind better. Alright, we'll do slow here. And then, alright, let's go ahead and save. And then we'll go here. Once again, go ahead and change up. Alright, awesome. Now, the other thing I should mention, that this is going to be kind of like the old school version of the final game. I am going to end up recreating this with added features and maybe even some original music and shit in VX Ace. And right now, this is just me completing something I said I would complete almost 20 years ago. That's all it is. Slow. Alright, so you check that, and then that's gonna do the animation I want it to do. While I'm here, let's do this. So GB slow, and one green. Okay, so I don't know if I want that to happen. Oh yeah, that's the then it goes back to default color when I land back in there. Okay. And that lands me at 814. I'm going to double check that and make sure that's right now, because I've been moving shit. Yeah, 814. Okay, we're good. So it drops me off there, and that's going to put us back at default color, I'm certain. I'm going to do another run just in case, because I've been messing around with some of my stuff. We'll drop the test play start points. We'll start at the very beginning, okay? I think the intro event is something I'm going to build off stream because there's a whole bunch of testing I got to do with that that I haven't even begun to touch yet. But who knows? We'll see how I'm feeling. Haha, yep, you get to see it right here, right now. And yeah, you weren't in earlier, Adam, so I'm glad that you're going to get a chance to see this. And I will have to stop at some point and then drop us in the bar. I'm going to show you that. But all of my switches and everything are looking good. I've been taking meticulous notes because we're going to do this right. So you go in here, Resident Evil style, or, you know, like this door is locked from the other side. You can't get in yet. Oh, let's go in this weapon shop, right? The colony is lost and my life is slowly slipping away. May these items find their way to either a savior or merciful angel of death. And we got a chainsaw and a cyanide pill, which we haven't seen since World War II. What the hell? Okay, and then if we look around here, we could go in this house as well, right? But I haven't set up any events in here just yet. So, yeah, no story, no exposition to be had in here just yet. I'm going to try to get some more uniformity here. Some are white melt, some are set to black melt. This one, yeah, that's totally black melt right there. And then you get more story right here. This picture is jutting out slightly. You found card key A. And the picture disappears. So far so good. Card key A will allow us to access that building over there. And these buildings could get rearranged. You know, I'm still debating whether or not I like the layout or not of the town. But HP, MP, and status restored. And then this one here is probably one of my favorite features. In a world where all open books abruptly come to an end, let's hope mine carries on. Snap, open the book. And then close the book. And then if you go back again, it turns on a switch, and then it kicks on this particular deal. Save game, it does the same thing. Boom. Alright. So now that we've got card key A, we can go over here, this sign, restricted area, authorized personnel only. If you were to go over here without card key A, you wouldn't be able to get in here and say access denied. But since we got the card, in we go. Oh, we can get into a fight right here. I kind of got these guys nerfed right now. I got their experience totally ridiculously high. And I got their HP super low. So I'm probably going to hit like level 18 or 19 just after killing this group. Look at that. I'm already fucking level 18. Obviously, we're going to fix that. But I did that because the other enemies I set up in here are stupidly powerful. Prolapse. I'm glad you caught that. I was like, what does that thing look like? Oh, it looks like a prolapse. This is... Okay. A la Silent... I got to check out that thing. I missed it. Oh, Killer Bee. I forgot this guy's in here. Oh, I just jacked him up. 78. But I didn't put any HP on the guy either. Okay, I need to add the code that allows the color change to occur. Like that. Yeah, that's what I want to do. You like the new avatar, Brazzle? Sweet, dude. I'm glad you do. Looks like RoboCop. I was trying to think, okay, I look like a generic guy when I don't have my mouth open. I'm not talking a bunch of shit. You know, I look like a regular guy. But then, like, inside is this demonic clown. Like, ah! This is the elevator I was talking about. Check this out. Haha. And then that's it. It doesn't lead anywhere just yet. I need to create that floor. But since we've got that done, I ended up working on another thing off stream, which was the bar. This area right here I'm super proud of. Let's show it to you. Yeah. That's anime. Oh yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I wanted to create something that really reminds us all of the old school survival horror shit. I'm like, well, damn. Do the and then the intro event for the elevators is what I had to do. That was a right bitch to set up. I actually had to look at a few different things to get it working right, but it's careful research. I got her covered. Good to go. Oh, the numbers beside each area. So you're talking about events? That's the memory that it uses. So I got a lot of shit going on here, weapon shop. I got a lot going on in the bar. Yeah, that's exactly it. Memory. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this test play in the bar. I'm really proud of this. Okay, so this is true survival horror fashion. There's going to be a teleport right there. He's going to morph and like, oh, where am I? All that shit, right? Yes, Brazzle, definitely give it a shot, dude. I mean, for me, it's been therapeutic building my own game. But, remember how we got all the events and click points and everything you can look at? Well, books are meticulously arranged. So if you look here, books meticulously arranged no matter where you look at it. When you click here, this is going to reveal a clue that allows you to look into the bookcase. Like, oh, I should probably look there, right? Then you look here, nothing, right? Look here. There's a switch on the back of the bookcase. Push it. So this is like a la fucking Resident Evil for sure. A passage has been revealed. Now, let's see. Okay, this door was locked from the outside, remember? Well, check this out. The door has been unlocked. And now we can go outside. That is how you unlock from the other side. Ooh, this looks creepy. What could possibly be in here? Oh, that... okay, that looks like a chest right there. Let's get it. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. If there's only a way that I could bump up the volume on that and just really fucking knock the socks off somebody, that would be the shit. But that's going to be your first mini-boss. And, yeah, he's dead. And it leaves a neat little pool of blood right there. That's actually supposed to be plants. But I made them red. So you can really take all the tiles that you get and you can fuck around and you can make them look like different things. Even if I exited this area and I went back, it's still going to be there. So that stain is going to be there for the rest of the game. Like, maybe go back in there. Yeah, see, it's just... things like that are a neat little touch. I didn't count on this one reappearing, though. I got to fix that. Maybe I'll do that here. So I think that's something I set an intro of it. Yeah, Gooch, good to see ya. Testing the live stream. Alright, don't even worry about it, Gooch. I mean, I'm proud of you for going in and doing the whole stream thing. So yeah, get it in where you can. Okay, 3, do not start. I should probably... I don't know. I think I should have that set to 0. Because once this is all said and done, change event graphic over to page 1. Switch number 9 on. Okay. And then switch number 9. So that guy should be dead. And that's switch number 9 was bar boss dead. Blood splatter left behind. I should probably do this. I should probably set the switch right here instead. Let's see. We'll add one in the front. Yeah, we'll set switch number 9 to that. And then we'll go back up here to this one. And we can probably delete this page. No, it's no longer necessary. And we'll see if that works. Because once he dies, it's going to change the graphic. Let's see, to let's see, no graphic. And then take over event number 10, page 2, right? 10, page 2 is this. So that would be that, and that's switch number 9 on, because switch number 9 gets turned on right here. Boom. And then switch number 9 for the intro event. Let's check that out. Switch number 9, page 3. Okay, so that right there, take over event number 10, page 2. So that should be good, and then this should be gone. And then none. Okay, so that's the beginning when you walk in, switch number 5. I'm going to set another page for the back, and this here will be for when switch number 9 is turned on. And we're not going to have anything in there. No graphics, no nothing. Because we need that spot to be empty because the dude got splattered when he was right next to us. Yeah, so that right there should be the only thing revealed after that. Let's go ahead and do our test. Boom. So we already know all this shit, so I know the quick way to get into that dungeon. So blop, 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 blop. Switch, sure. Fuck it. Passage revealed, in we go. Okay, so there's all lanterns and everything on that back wall. I'm going to kill the guy and I'm going to show you what that all looks like when it all comes back. Oh, God. Game over. So if you haven't caught from the name of the enemy, that is the bartender. And he came after us, tried to kill us. I've got 2 events pointing at this now, so nothing should be up here when we come back in, and it should all just be right there. Because Switch 9 has been turned on for life. And look at that, all the lanterns are lit up, it's all perfectly lit down here now, and the blood splatter is still right there where we iced his ass. So I plan on making that kind of a super epic battle. I'm going to give that guy at least 4 or 5 different attacks. I'm going to make him kind of scary. Because that's the whole point. We're playing a fucking scary game. Alright, and let's get back in here. I'm still trying to figure out what a secret lab underground would look like. I think if we go like kind of like an H laying on its side with one each right here, we can add rooms and shit like that. I did the math. The size of the dungeons that I create per floor, I could technically make like, I don't know, 300 or something of them, just based off of that. Don't let the number thing for the memory scare you. You can create some pretty fucking big games in this. And since I got you guys in here, I was also I'm toying around with a blue magic system where you can learn some of the attacks from these enemies, and then that would be the shit. Like, for example, Venom. You know, I could put the Venom magic stealthily on an enemy and have that use it, and then you can learn that from that enemy. But I need to figure out how to code it. I came across a couple FAQs that tell me that it can be done. I just got to get in there and do it. Okay, so for the underground laboratory, we need to create, I haven't been in a lot of hospitals myself, but I need to find a way to create something that's got like a lab feel to it, you know, like a sterile type environment. And the other thing that this colony was trying to do before the aliens took over is that they were trying to terraform the planet. So they were trying to recreate different climates throughout and then try to repopulate the planet using those terraforms. So like there would be your Arctic, your tropical, your subtropical, all that horse shit would be all represented. So since we're going to be doing an H on its side, you don't want to build right up here in like 0, 0. You want to go off this way a little bit. And I think this is about 30 or 40 long. Let me double check. Oh fuck, we're up to 50, to 60. Okay, 64 maximum. Okay. Good to know. There's no way in hell I'm making a dungeon that big though. If you ever try walking around in that, you'd just be like, what the fuck? Okay. I think setting her up around 15 might be the ticket, so we'll do this. We'll create the back wall, so that goes 15 to 20, right? I'm going to create one bank of elevators here and then another bank right here. Okay, so, and they're going to be designated by door because there isn't a tile that I can slap down that would designate like a sign that you can read other than a stupid wooden sign, which wouldn't make sense in a laboratory. I got so desperate for one at one point I tried to create one in Anime Maker and didn't have a lot of luck getting the result that I wanted. I might try to fuck around with a little bit more though. Let's see, where are my doors at? Oh yeah, they're down here in parts too. I'm kind of doing this the hard way. So those doors will designate your B1, if you want to call it that. B1 to triage is going to be what those doors designate. I'm going to designate these ones also as elevator doors. But I might try to put them kind of like double doors or something. I don't know. I'm going to find a way to make it look awesome. I've tried to create my own tiles. Not having a lot of luck, though. These are going to be designated as doors. I think I can put tiles behind these ones and make them look like something unique. I think in vents you can change out the colors for certain tiles. Like in here, you can set up objects and you can change the colors. You got 4 to choose from. I haven't really messed around with that too much, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, I might have to get crazy with this shit. You can make your own. I'll pop an anime maker and show you towards the end of the stream. But you can create your own monsters, your own bosses, and you can even create your own title screen. I'm pretty certain. The only thing that you can't do, which I would love to be able to, would be to create your own music. I want to play around with making music a little bit. So we're gonna get dropped down to here. Oh yeah, I love them. And what makes this all really crazy to me is that I am not a hardcore art, I shouldn't say RPG, sci-fi fan. I've only watched a couple of sci-fi films, but the ones that I have watched, I really enjoy. So it's like, I feel that a guy like me would be able to offer up like a new perspective that a lot of folks might not have considered. I think this way would look more like elevators. What do you guys think? I mean, I set it up like this and it looks stupid. It doesn't quite look like elevators. And it's got. I'm not settling for jank. If it ain't gonna work, I ain't gonna put it in. Forget it. What else? Okay, where's that door at? Oh, it's over here. There I go, being a space cadet again. Right here, and then right here. See, that looks more plausible. So I'll go with that. Fuck it. So that is going to lead you down into B2. So more scary shit to be found down there. And over here, maybe? I don't know. Yep, there we go. So we could continue to take this across, but I think I want to make this hallway a little bit narrow. Give you that Wolfenstein feel. So one, and then... And then over here will be your other rooms. Like we had the triage area up there where your folks get met, their medical needs met right away. Down here is going to be the more scary stuff. This is where I'm going to start implanting labs, the terraforms I was telling you about. So instead of having to worry about a world map and like all the different terrains and climates and shit like that, I'm going to put it all into one dungeon. It's going to be sweet. Okay, so maybe we'll put this one this way. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you haven't figured out by now, I enjoy working with even numbers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that means even numbers going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And yeah, 10. So 10 would count as that. So 10 walkable steps this way, and then you got 1, 2. If I drop walls here, that's only gonna do 1. So if I drop 1 more, then that's 2. So something right here, I could add like a room or something if I'd like. And then over there, same thing. Down here, we're gonna create a hallway. Maybe a longer hallway going that way. Alright, so we just hit the maximum right there. I don't know, that kind of looks janky. Let's do this. No jank, goddammit. Okay, so... Alright, good. So we got all this here, and the other thing that I don't know if you can do or not would be to... you can add a background image to this. When I first started this project, this all came about for me trying to create a clone of Dead Space in RPG Maker. Somebody had gone on there and already done one of, what the fuck was it? Dark Souls? They did Dark Souls in this RPG Maker. No joke. And it actually looks really good. I encourage you to look it up on YouTube, but people have taken newer games and they've plugged them and ported them into RPG Maker PS1. It's totally doable. You just have to work around the engine and shit like that. I think to throw people off, I am going to drop this one down a little bit more. And then I'm going to have a wall going off that way. Same amount of tiles, which is what, 10? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 walkable spaces, and then 2 walkable area. Okay, good. So these are going to be, I'm thinking first floor is going to be more or less simulation rooms. There's going to be like a biohazard thing. I'm going to create different like vats and shit where like maybe you're getting poisoned slowly. You can really do this type of thing in RPG Maker, and I really dig it. But yeah, you can have the you can have their health sap out super slow. And then I'm going to also include those robot companions I was telling you about. So I'll make sure that I get them added in. Let's see. So we got another hallway over here, right? And then this drops right there, so I should be able to create this way. What did they do for 9, 10? Okay. Alright, and then maybe I'll... this is getting a little nuts, but yeah, we got all this to explore, right? And then I'm going to create a common area right here. So maybe this could be more or less like a break room or a commissary or something like that. We'll make it awesome, though. We'll give you plenty to explore, so getting all this in, and then... I don't know if I want to go down this way or if I want to create like a little wall going out that way, but I think it's beyond the point of no return. I should have dropped this down a little bit lower if I wanted to do that. Fuck it. Let's see which one looks best. Let's try this one first. Ah, god damn it. Bam. Okay. So this would be a common area. That just feels cut off all the hell. Maybe I can create a 2-ply going this way and then drop this down. Okay. I mean, that seems okay. We can cut this shit out, and then this could kind of be like the kitchen, and then this could be like a common seating area. Alright. That makes sense. It would be sweet if I could build my own tiles a little bit more so, and I'd create like the illusion of being outside, like what you would see in an underground laboratory, like light boxes and junk like that. Nope, don't see anything here, so yeah, we're going to cut this junk out, and this is what we're going to roll with. What? Park it right there. Okay, if I do that, that's still a 2-walker, so that's fine. We'll go with that. And let's take a look at our floor tiles and see what we're going to put in there. So since this is B1 and those are the doors designated as such, let me see what I'm going to use for double doors down here. Like my standard issue ones. I might go off color-coded again, but I think that'd start throwing folks off when you start messing around with elevators and shit. Let's take a peek. What do I got? Doors, doors, doors. Okay, there's that one. So that's kind of like a transparent thing. So that kind of floats a little bit. For the folks out there interested in something like that, you can do it totally. Oh god, that was 1006 in memory. Jesus. So yeah, I'm going to have to, the large bulk of my memory is probably going to get used up in dungeons, but I'm going to make the rooms interesting enough simulated environments to where it doesn't take up so much room. That's just ungodly. But I'm only planning on doing like 3 or 4 floors. And I want to try to squeeze as many hours out of this game as I can. You know, when people create RPGs in here, they're only, you know, like a couple hours long or something. I actually want to create a big one. I want to give people incentive for coming back and playing it again. Shit like that. So we got fire. Maybe we can... yeah, that would actually be pretty interesting to add too. You know, like a test environment gone wrong type thing. Let's see, we got this, we got that. No doors are really looking like I want them to. It's kind of junky. I mean, that looks like a final boss door, you know, like it's a little much. Oh, here we go. Why didn't I think of this before? We got this shit right here. So we could do like patient rooms or whatever, like right here, and then we can do our test environment shit probably around, yeah, test environments here, and then, okay, I got it this time, for real. We're doing rooms right here, right, just regular standard issue rooms, and then we're going to be doing the fucking lab bullshit over that way. I mean, it doesn't make sense on a logical level, but let me... Okay. I'm thinking... Okay. And right here is where we're going to drop that. It's a damn shame that there's no double-sized hatch doors like you would see in sci-fi, unfortunately. You gotta use your imagination. Nope, and nope, and nope. You know, I could mess around in events and see if there's anything new going on there. For now, we're just going to plant our doors and we'll call it a day. So, that there. And, yeah, see, those doors right there don't make logical sense because the rooms there wouldn't be too big, but maybe I can create, like, little deals. I don't know. Imagination, what's that? That thing that we used to have before adulthood stole it away like an asshole. Okay, now, I mean, we couldn't even pass something like that off as like double, you know, hatch doors, unfortunately. Which would be the shit. I would love me some good sci-fi fucking hatch doors. Let's go over here. Where's my, yeah, here we go. This is our little metal thing. I'm really digging this one for the underground lab because this is supposed to be high-tech, right? Let's see. Where's my door at? Nope. I honestly don't see my door. It just disappeared. There we go. Alright, now we're going to put this right here, and yeah, we're going to put little tiny rooms back behind there. We have a little more freedom right here to do this, so that's where our lab rooms are going to be at. We'll add some more shit there, and then over here will be the big one. And then we'll add like a supply closet deal down this way. We'll add some other shit. Make sure it's in the same. Okay, so we got to line these up. Bam. And then we need to add floor tiles on this, or we're not going to be able to walk on it. So what are we going to walk on? When I think lab, I think sterile and white, you know, tiles that you can walk on. And they're honestly, there is one stark white one, but it's almost too bright. You wouldn't even be able to pass it off like as a snow tile, say. Look at this shit. It's like super white. And if you think that doesn't look bad, look at that. I mean, it's a little much. I mean, it hurts my eyes a little bit looking at it. So I don't like to go with that one. You can walk on it. I mean, people could probably try to find a way to make it work. In the top right, you'll see a shoe. And if you see a circle, that tells you can walk on it. You see an X, that means you can't. So you can't walk on the black areas because there's nothing there yet. You can walk on the white here. But I'm not going to stick with that bullshit. It's a little much. Let's see. We could do that. If I was building a house in the 70s, I could do something like this. Lattice wood shit they got here. But not going to work for a sterile lab environment. Let's see. Yeah, it needs a fill function. I mean, you can. I like to do it just like because I just like the sound. But you can do it. I'll show you how it works. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I gotta cut this bullshit out. Bam. See, if you hold it down... Okay, never mind. It doesn't. It doesn't have a fill function. I thought it did. I was able to get it to work for some sprites, but not all. So, yeah, something to bear in mind. So I'm going to offer tons of exploration, tons of item finding. You need to find certain items in order to progress on. So like down here, in order to open up access to the lab and all that, you would need to find a key or something. And in order to get that, you need to do this and that. So there's going to be sequences and junk. I think it still does. But yeah, you can create anything in RPG Maker, man. Not just RPGs. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard earlier, I created an interactive birthday card for my little brother, and that was pretty awesome. I wish I still had that old file or I'd show it to you. But I had like 10 different characters and whatnot, and he could walk around and everything else like that, but then ultimately all paths would lead to this one place, and he would get like a surprise birthday party from pretty much all of the character sprites in RPG Maker. And other people have created like adventure games and shit like that in newer versions. I think someone from RPG Maker 2003 actually had one of their games pre-released for Steam, not, a year ago even. So 2017, somebody released an RPG Maker 2000 game on Steam. No, that was 2003, my bad. But still though, what some would consider a super old engine is still getting a lot of love to this day. Alright, so we dropped that in there, and hey, we're not going to put a door there because this is going to be our commissary area. Let me see. There's a table that I could drop. It looks kind of strange. I might be able to take a peek at events and see if I can actually have some more color options for some of these items. Alright, so we update. I'm going to change the name on this though. So this is B1. Let's do Lab B1 so I know where we're at. Lab B1. Bam. Witch's House. Yep, for real. I've actually have Witch's House on my PC. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Alright, so we'll update that, and now we can have the elevator lead us down into that area. After the intro event would then just dump us off. We'll have to do a takeover on the event for that dungeon. I think that's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. So for elevator, we go back here to it. And we get to the intro event. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was going to do. I don't know if I need these particular events right here. I'm going to double check them. Move location. Yeah, we don't really need these. Because you pop in here, and it does the... it'll put the character in there, and then you do the intro event, which takes over, and then drops it down. So we're going to remove these. I was actually going to make it free roam elevator, but I thought that was stupid. I was like, no, it's just one shot. You go down, you go up, you're done. Alright, so go up. And then intro. And then sound effect would then thus dump us off. Move location. Where to go? Lab B1. Bam. Okay, and then we will put him right there. There was another one called Mad Father. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, and that's when you're moving down. I'm going to have to enact another switch, another page for this elevator for when we're going back up. Let's see. But for now, that's all we need to do. That should act how we need it to. I got to do a play all the way through and make sure that that is all set up properly. I'm not... I think I could do some more refinement in the town as well, to where the events... don't get done by the time you reach the lab entrance. I'd like for you to get the access tonight at least once for the new players. Yep, let's go. Oh yeah, we need to set the start point to outside of the bar. So let's do a test now. Right here, start point. Yeah, we need to go to town. Okay. We'll drop you right there. Okay, and then moving out, and test play, start. Yeah, you know what? So, fuck the haters who think that you can't create an awesome game in RPG Maker because it's pre-made engine and blah. Like, it's only as good as you make it to be. Yeah, there's tons of people out there who have created shitty RPG Maker games. They don't have to create shitty RPG Maker games. That is all the choice of the creator. I am not going to let this one out of the bag until it's done, and the way that I want it done. So, card key required. Okay, there's a sound. I can't hear it, though. Let me turn it up. Okay, that sounds like a doorbell. I could probably fix that. We're going to get rid of which is Super Inside Dragon Warrior called... You guys gonna leave me hanging? Unknown World? Okay. I thought you was gonna leave me hanging, dude. I'm like, don't do that to me, Adam. Locked from the other side. Okay. So we go in here. Nothing. Yeah, I haven't added any events to this yet. Fleshing out the story and revealing it slowly but surely is going to be one of my favorite parts of creating this, but I'm sure as hell not going to do all that when I got you guys here. It's not going to happen. Starts classic looking graphics, done a bunch of cool program character classes and stuff. Oh yeah, you can do character classes there too, I'm just not. I'm adding the blue magic thing just because I'm a fan of blue magic learning. Let's see. Colony is lost, life slowly slipping away. May these items find their way to either our savior or merciful angel of death. That can do some refinement. And I'm gonna change the sound effects for those. I want to find a universal sound effect and put it down here in my notes. Yeah, before we do all that, I did mention that if you look at this picture before looking at that book in the weapon shop, it would say a picture of a young girl. But now it says pictures jutting out slightly. Card key A, and the picture disappears like it's supposed to. And then I go over here, clinic. I just like to go in here to the clinic because it cheers me up. The book that we have over here, I'm actually going to move the table and that probably to this corner here, and then have you go up this way, and then I might put like a chair or something here, I don't know. But yeah, that's really not going to be much up there. I want folks to be able to read the book, see it. It's kind of above the fold is what I call it. HP status restored, empty world where all open books abruptly end. Let's hope mine carries on. Oh no! And now we can go over here with the card key. Now we're testing out B1. We're going to make sure we wind up where we need to go. It's almost too slow, and quick's almost too quick, so I'll have to decide which one's the lesser of two evils. So there's not going to be any enemies on the first floor. I'll give you an idea of what I've got in mind going forward, is that I'm going to make the lab progressively get more like fucked over. So I screwed it up right there. I'm going to exit the battle next time because I forgot those guys poisoned me, and I don't want to die on my way there. So we'll go and do another start. The plan that I got is as you start to explore the lab more and more, the encounter rate for enemies out here is non-existent right now, but after you open the door into the lab and as you progress further in, the encounter rate out here is just going to get more and more intense, because you can quick exit out of the bar and then get to the clinic, but you're going to end up facing enemies on the way out. So basically it's like you opened the lab, you just let everything out type of deal. So that's going to be what that whole shit is, and it's going to be awesome. Oh yeah, we got to get the card key. Oops. I'm forgetting the rules of my own game. Okay, before I go in there and I break all that K-fobby horse shit, let's look at this picture. A picture of a young girl. So yeah, that's another switch. Some of my switch mastery going on there. And then you go over here. I think I might move the weapon shop further in and then have that house right by the exit. Which will kind of make sense because I know something you don't know about this guy's identity, so... Chainsaw and cyanide pill. And then now we can go in here and we can look behind this picture. Picture jutting out slightly. Yep, card key A. So I just really want to, you know, emphasize, focus on loss, isolation. I mean, yeah, something really weird's going on here. Like, why is this place so taken care of and everything else all fucked over? Okay, killer bees. We're not going to fuck with these guys. Don't poison me. Alright, down we go, and... yeah, see, we didn't even need the events, so we just saved some memory right there. That was really weird. Oh yeah, I gotta do the whole start party thing. My bad. Okay. Because when we turn on the intro event, we actually change the appearance of the party, so when we get downstairs into B1, we have to change that back. So let's go ahead and get on it. Let's see, elevator. Where'd you go? Okay, it's over here in 1010, I'm certain. Okay, 1010. There we are. Alright, so blah blah blah, move location, dungeon lab, okay. So at this point, the intro event changes the party. Yeah, change whole party. Move party to 114, and then move down, take over events number 3, page 1, right? Which is right here, and then ding, and then dumps us off in the dungeon. Okay. Now, we have to change our party back. Maybe I can set up an intro event for the B1. Maybe that's how it works. Okay. I haven't done this yet, specifically, so this ought to be nice. Let's see. Party. Members. Change whole party. Putting Mr. X back in. Alright, and we should be okay. And that should dump us right there like it's supposed to. And then we got all this junk over here we can explore. Alright. Update that, and then... okay. This should work this time. I should probably set the test play up inside of the lab, though. Oh, no, no, no. Don't fuck around like that. The other thing that kind of gets me down about RPG Maker 1 is that it's super easy to lose your progress by making a stupid button press. Don't do it, for the love of God. Just fucking be cool. Pay attention to what you're hitting, and then you'll be okay. So, lab entrance, we're going to drop start point right here. Alright, go ahead, update, and then... whoa, hell no. Alright, test play, go ahead, do a start. So all I got to do is walk up through here. Alright. So let's see if this does what it needs to do. Okay, intro event, and it didn't put me back in. God damn it. Yeah, this is all trial and error, kids, and I'm still very much learning. I am not a pro RPG Maker guy. I try, though. I do try. Alright, change whole party. Maybe we could do like a display, though. Party display, go to default. Yeah, maybe we could do that instead, and then we move party to right here. I think we'll do it. Okay, and that's going to dump me in B1, so the intro event will kick in, and then, yeah, so we change whole party, party display default, move party to .193. That should do it. So we couldn't count on the other event, move location, to put us right there without setting up the intro event first. So this should do it. No, don't go outside, you dumbass. Oh my god. Okay, so we got to do that again. Because technically speaking, I hadn't gotten card key A yet. I think I am going to stick with slow. I think I dig slow better than I do quick. Quick just takes away that certain thing that makes this a horror game. So, nope, we're not going to fuck with this guy. He does all poison attacks. Let's see if this works. No? Oh, no! It doesn't work still. Okay. Fuck. Can't remember how we're gonna make this work. Sure don't. Maybe I can take a peek back here at some of the other shit that I've worked on before. Maybe this will have something similar. Like, we had the bar thing, right? But that didn't have anything kind of close to what I'm trying to do here. We're exiting an intro event and then going into another event. Maybe we could have a takeover occur. So let's go into B1. Okay, and then we'll have this do the whole change party bullshit. So let's get back into intro and we will take all this stuff out. Alright, we'll just cut it and we'll do a takeover to the new event once we get it all done. So we'll drop this one here. Okay, so this should work, I hope. Don't take, so that's touch. We could do like a don't start thing, maybe, I don't know. Okay, that's touch. Alright, good. And then, we'll go to the intro event. And let's go ahead and do a takeover. Yeah, page 1. Bam. Okay. And then now this would be a good opportunity for us to set up the events that will take us back up the elevator. Now we'd have to do in reverse of the animation in order to make this look right. So let's see. Do a move location. Elevator, where are you at? There we go. Okay, we'll put them right here. And then we'll do another one right here, create event that also dumps us off. Move location. I'll be adding the sound effects and everything else as well. Later date. Elevator, bam, right there. Okay, there it is. And get you going right there. And then that'll kick off the intro event, and the intro event will default to this and change the whole party, move to 19.3. Let's see if it works. Alright, fingers crossed. I like the mechanic of walking up to a door and then pressing a button to go through. I mean, every survival horror game I've ever played does that. It's not doing it! No! God damn it. No! I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult. Like, we're literally transferring from one area to another. Alright, so event. So, for example, town, right? If we look at this, we go into the weapon shop, correct? So, yeah, move location. Easy, right? So, if we pop here into the list, weapon shop, Nothing weird going on over here. It just dumps us off right in front of the door, right here, bam. And then you can walk up, see all this shit. And then these, nothing new. I need to clean these up though. Yep, this is another one that I needed to clean up. So we're going to paste these. No. Alright, cut. And then paste. And then cut one more time. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do a check from the top. Or maybe we'll do a touch. I think I like touch. So yep, we'll do touch there. From top touch. And that'll lead us back outside. Okay, so intro events, most people will do like a takeover to a page and then that should do it, but for some fucking reason, it's not working. I don't understand why. So intro event takeover. Maybe we can do a takeover from the intro event from the elevator save. That could be something we can consider. Let's give it a try. I'm not giving up yet on it. I mean, if this doesn't work, then I'm going to work on some other shit, and then I'll go back to that later. Don't consider me giving up on that shit now. I like to make progress, and if I'm stuck, then I go to the pros. And I've actually found some really good resources along the way. So it's not like I'm hurting or anything like that. Takeover event, blah, 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 blah. Then we could do a potentially a takeover right here instead of a move location. That might work. Okay, so let's see. Takeover, the event, page 1. Now it's not on this map, that's why it's not going to work. So we'd have to do an intro event. So I think I got the underpinning right. I think we've got that working good. So yeah, if we move location, then we can move to B1. B1 right here. Okay. Now if I set that up for a touch event, then that might work. Maybe so. Yeah, move party to point I change whole party, blah 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 blah. Touch. Okay. That should be alright. Let's see, from below, that's good, and then we'll do a check, and then we'll do a below and check here. We're just cleaning up shit now. All right, good. And the elevator's only going to go up or down. It's not going to like drop down floors and that. You know, I've considered doing that in earlier builds, but I wanted to create a more exploratory aspect, something that would make sense in a lab setting. You know, when you're concerned about security and a few other things. So I was like, what would they do in a sci-fi flick? And I was like, oh, well shit, that's exactly what they would do. They would do banks of elevators and different keys to access them, you know, based on security. Like security level and junk. So yeah, that, I don't know. That does look kind of weird now, in hindsight. But we're going to test our thing out right now. If this doesn't work, we're going to just go through and we're going to clean up some code and junk. And then, I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. Hour and a half? Ain't too bad. I could probably go a few more. Unless I get burned out on this shit. Let's try a test play. Yeah, I'm definitely sticking with slow. Please, please, please. No. God damn it. Alright, it's got to be something up with the intro event. Yeah, see, intro event immediately takes over to event number 1, page 1. Which is right here. And when you look here, yeah, I can't figure it out. And then party display, blah, blah, blah. It's, I don't know. So that is probably going to be a battle for another day. Let's go and do this. I'm going to go ahead and create some monsters. I kind of got my, the thought process of how this is going to work already planned out in my head. Maybe we can do like stairways and other shit like that, like hidden ones based on switches and shit like that. But yeah, I've got ideas in my head. We'll see which one works where and all that. We got Killer Bee taken care of. We're going to change that attack though. Let's see. So yeah, poison attack, not do it 100% of the time, for the love of God. Let's go ahead and drop that. Let's go ahead and do 30%. That still might be on the high side. But let's see what other actions and junk that they have going on. Like normal attacks, they can do a charge attack, which is something that you would think a bee or something would do. Critical hits, we could do 1, 2... Maybe we could do that like 5% of the time or something. I mean, we can make these guys super nasty if we wanted. Guard, flee, self-destruct, steal MP. These killer bees wouldn't flee. I mean, that much I do know. No hide, no guard. Yeah, so none of that would apply to those guys. And poison attack sitting there. Let's do 75%. We'll bump that up, and then we will only do a 25 for this shit. Alright, good to go. No magic guard for these guys. You can do treasure, say. I've only got these items right now. And the balancing of enemies and everything else is a whole different fight in and of itself, which I won't be doing here. I'm just going to create some more monsters. I've already got the other half of the dungeon done. I just can't get into it and look around. Okay, so this is the type of sprite work that you can look forward to if you don't create your own. They don't suck. I mean, and you can change, like colors and junk, so that would look pretty sweet in certain games, and those, and then that even, like Golden Army. And then, what's this? You can do like a horned whale for underwater epics. Yeah, this Overlord I've seen used in a couple other RPG Maker games. And you can change the color on this guy. I got 1, 3, 4. So you could do like a Kefka style fight where the guy gets more progressively pissed off and then ultimately morphs into something horrific. Like a horned whale out of nowhere. Or a kraken even. Dragon god. There's a dragon, Pegasus. I've seen other people use this Guardian sprite and it looked pretty sweet. But, I mean, you got to have the power matchup, in order to make this effective. And you got to balance out. And it's totally a different thing. I like this Bloodworm. I was thinking of integrating him into, like, a sub-boss of some kind. But I got to figure out how and where and all that and how it's going to work. So, we're not quite there yet. It's just something I'm thinking about. Death Pixie. Yeah, see, we're playing around with all those guys. Let's look at other monsters we could potentially see in a laboratory setting. And if it's an insect thing, we could do like a giant ant. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1, and then so we're keeping with giant ant and stuff like that. We're just keeping with the generic names for now, so I can find them better on or later on down the road. Piranha. We'll be giving these guys unique names. Prolapse. I did that for fun because a sea urchin doesn't quite match up in a laboratory setting. Unless we do an underwater terraform, which I'm thinking about. Like ocean, and shit like that. Succubus. Yep. Fappity fap, right? For all the fappity fappers out there. Cockatrice. Gargoyle. Which is actually one of my favorites. Like, this guy is sweet. If I can find a way to make him work in this, I'll put him in, but I don't think I can. Beholder, zombie. So you gotta understand, the alien race that came in and annihilated the colony is just not the end of it. The J horror elements are going to come in later when we start integrating ghosts and zombies and other shit like that in there. So it's going to be pretty fucking sweet. Spirit, a la Sweet Home, for the folks out there who like Sweet Home. Vampire, so you could do like You could do a fucking Castlevania RPG. I just thought about this. You could do fucking Drac. He's like right there. You know, either one of these would be great for Drac. Then you could do Mummy, Skull, Ghost. I plan on putting those guys in for sure. We're going to be getting into other settings too as you explore. And I'm not going to do like any big reveals just yet, but we'll just say that the alien race is starting to, you know, get smarter, and they're starting to take this terraforming technology and they're starting to apply it towards nefarious means in order to infiltrate other civilizations. Yes, flips the sprite. I'll show you. You get here. Boom. See? That's all it does. So you could do like a Drac on Drac type thing if you want. Alright, Ghost. Angel would be pretty sweet if somebody wanted to do like a Heaven and Hell type thing. They could do something like that. Robot, like that reminds me of Final Fantasy VI to a T. You know, especially when you fight Kefka. Yeah, Robot, fucking Power Suit if you're doing a, you know, like a fucking, what do you call that? When it's the mecha shit, when you're into those. Got Giant Snake, Triceratops, Tree Ant, Antlion, Spider, which I'm going to be putting in here for certain. Maybe we'll just pop them in for now. And graphics. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do the dead guys. So let's go ahead and put them back in. I was at what, 20 something? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother trying to get these guys balanced right now. That's going to be a whole different deal. I think once I get the general story and everything laid out and everything's perfect there, I'll go in and I'll do the balancing of the battles, because that's going to be a totally different thing. See, mummification is not something that would be practiced by a colony that is smart enough and technologically advanced enough to wind up on another planet and try to terraform it. So, no mummies. They're out. Skull, possibly. Yeah, you can do different colors on that. Look at this shit. Like, this actually looks legitimately creepy. So yeah, we'll go ahead and add a skull. And then, let's see. I definitely want to create more than just like a couple dots and whatever, but that guy looks sweet in the dark. He just looks really silly right now. Ghost, Angel, Harpy, Lizardman, Robot. We can do Powered Suit. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Here, where do we go? Yeah, right around here. Now, when we get... I'm going to create a desert terraform, and Antlion for certain is going to be in there. So we'll go ahead and include him, and then... yeah, see, memory... I'm keeping an eye on the memory. Let's see, graphics... Okay, so I forgot that I could do that. Left and right will bop you up by the 10s. Oh, if we wanted to do an ocean one, shit, we could do sharks. I'm not sold yet on doing ocean shit, though, because, I mean, they got these giant crabs, you know, that you can throw in. The mermaid for the folks who like the fantasy thing. People have created pirate RPGs in RPG Maker. Death Flower, which would be really sweet if we set up like a rainforest one. That would be a cool boss. Basilisk would be a great enemy in there as well. Medusa, Ferret, Sword. Oh, Evil Eye. That would be pretty awesome. You know, when we start talking about the hauntings and shit and the angry spirits, that might actually work. And this is your more or less humanoid enemy sprites you can throw in if you like. Yeah. These ones, I don't know if they would fit. But look at this. Yeah, you can do pirate enemies. People have done pirate RPGs that talked about it. But yep, this is totally Kefka. Like, you can mess with it and like, ooh, that one kind of looks disturbing a little bit. But yeah, I think that original color is probably my favorite. Future Man, Saber Tiger, Space Alien, motherfucking Cyclops, Minotaur. Which is, you know, the Asylum Demon in Dark Souls? The guy who did the RPG Maker demake of Dark Souls actually included this as the sprite for the Asylum Demon. And it worked out really well. And it was a difficult battle. I mean, it was perfectly balanced. It looked really awesome. You could do a goddess, so Breath of Fire 3, Maria. You looked that up actually? Oh, you did? Sweet. Yeah, people have done some pretty crazy stuff with RPG Maker. You're only limited by your imagination. Alright, Death Pixie, okay, so we're getting into the familiar looking stuff. We could even do, if we wanted to go out, we could do like a fucking clown thing. Or not a clown thing, a computer thing for the terraforming, and it's like gone out of control. I'm not sold on it yet. Let's go ahead and update that. And monster appearance, skill, gameplay, magic, blah 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 blah. I don't know what else I could potentially do at this point. I've got the events all down. I'm stuck, and the one part I don't want to be stuck in. God damn it. And then we wind up in the bar at some points, and that's going to reveal key card. Maybe it'll even reveal like the second to last one. I don't know. That could even come way later in the game. Not entirely sold on it yet. But since we're here, and we're talking about robot companions, I'm going to do this for now. I'm going to create some tentative ones. And I don't even know if I'm going to stick with these guys yet, but let's see what I can come up with. Because remember, this guy is isolated, and this was an advanced society, so it would not be too far-fetched that they would have robot companions letting them do, you know, generic bullshit. But I think I want to make it to the point where they can't escape the lab. We could do something like this, but this guy looks ginormous. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Nope. Oh, you got your clown guy right there. Ha! Okay, nothing. Okay, where'd he go? I gotta find my robot. Okay, there he goes. So we got the robot. Let's check out different colors. So for varying robot companions, I could change the color scheme on them if I'd like, you know, maybe based on levels or something. But I don't want them to be able to escape the lab. So you're lonely the rest of the time, except for when you're in the lab. You can find these guys scattered about. They can help you complete battles, missions, what have you. Maybe I could even set it to where you complete a specific event and then they explode or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. And what kind of numbers? I don't know what kind of designations that they would give robots in a laboratory setting. Like, do they give them like binary names? Do they give them numeric names? Maybe we can do like Todd or something like that. Hiatus would love that. Yeah, Todd in quotations. So yeah, he's not really a human; he's a robot. And blah blah blah. You can equip. Maybe we can put some horrifying attack on this guy. Like, how would a robot attack? Like with either a laser or like a fucking, even a blade of some kind? I mean, that's something they could do, I guess. Todd, and let's do Rod. Alright. Todd, Rod. Come on, help me come up with names that rhyme with Todd. Todd, Rod. Missile launcher arm. Oh my god, why didn't we think about that? I think that is something you can do. Okay, what was the other guy? Todd, 54. Okay. Alright, 54. And we're going to make him this color. So this is Rod. Todd, Rod. Cod, no, not Cod. Dodd, no. Fod, no. God. Shit, we could do dog even, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Equip. See, I don't know if I want to necessarily equip the guy with... Maybe we'll just make his attack standard like that. I don't know. Todd, Rod. Oh, shit. Sod. English buddies would love that. Zod. Vod. Wow. Todd, Rod. Maybe we can even go backwards too. Like, Todd. Dodd. I don't know. So for now, let's update and then item. Then in here we could do what we would equip them with. So for example, I've already got a pistol. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. Chainsaw is the initial weapon that you do get. The cyanide pill, in case you were curious from earlier, kills your ass. I don't know how I'm going to make this work though, because as of right now you can only use it in battle. So this will immediately kill you if you use it. You get a game over. You only use it the one time. It would be sweet if I could use it outside of battle, you know, and make it to where, like, oh god, if you use it, you die instantly type thing. But I can't seem to get it to work. That would actually be something I could probably integrate better into, like, VX Ace or something. Some, like, quick suicide gets you to game over. I could even set a switch throughout that would allow that to happen. Maybe out of battle. I don't know. But, yeah, we'll keep fucking around with it. Let's see, space node. Let's go ahead and do the missile attack. Missile arm, right? Missile arm. That's actually a good idea. Alright, missile arm type. It's a weapon. You cannot sell it. No, you cannot drop it either. Break, never, status, show, graphic. Could do like a target. That might actually look pretty sweet. And then range, single. Maybe we can do a group. Now, if you can do a group, that means it attacks one specific group of enemies that are the same. It won't attack everybody. That only works if you set it to all. So I think at this point, we're just going to do single for now. Attack, let's make it something ridiculous like 20. And then, let's see, target, status, show, sell, no. Curse, we'll go ahead and make that for, rod. Let's go and put it on rod. See, because we're only going to make these guys have one weapon, and, yeah. So now, let's go ahead and do a start party, and we will put Todd in there with us. We need to beef up his HP, though. Okay, if we're going to do a strength here, let's do defense of 30. We'll make this guy just ridiculous for now. So, okay, 10, 30, 35. They said for starting levels, there's a rule of 35 for RPGs. So if you take all of your attributes, like strength, defense, intelligence, agility, etc., and you add them all up, you come up with 35, then you're good. You can make them stronger by bumping that up, but you always want to make sure that it adds up to something. So right now, we are at 60. No intelligence, and then agility, he's a robot, so you don't expect much there, 0 luck. I think 60 is good for this guy to start out, so let's take him with us. So we got Todd. I think that was, Rod is what who we've been beefing up. So let's take Rod with us. And then we will go do some battle with the fucking enemies that we were tweaking on, which were the killer bees, right? Which I'm not going to have infiltrate triage until we get later in the game. We trip certain events, and then the laboratory slowly gets taken over. They slowly start making their way outside, and just creates, you know, a catastrophe. So yeah, prolapse. That's just disgusting. Let's see. Killer bee. Here we go. Let's make this guy a little bit more scary, shall we? Let's do 30 on this, since we got Todd with us, and he's got that crazy missile arm. Attack, we'll go do a 10, and then guard 5, because he's got a spongy little fucking insect body, so this should be easy. Agility, let's go ahead and bump that up to 10, so 30. Yeah, obviously we blew away our whole thing here, but that's fine. This will give us an opportunity to test the power of each against the certain numbers of whatever. So, should work out just fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that our start point's set up in the event that it needs to be. Which is in lab entrance. Okay, so yep, there we go. Alright, test play! Okay, look at that. We got Todd with us. That takes away the scary, isolated thing when we got a guy walking with us, though. But let's see how... I mean, we could make it work. We just got to put him further in. Not in the beginning. Uh-oh, poison. Oh, you can't poison Rod. I got to set that up. Oh. Even with that missile arm. Okay, so that's a scratch thing. And target, yep. Okay, shot him, good. Mr. X is poisoned, oh no. Man, they were fucking up Mr. X. Oh, goddamn, Rod! Alright, now we're gonna get him. Okay, you can't poison a robot. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. So yeah, they're both poisoned now. And since we got that, we're going to need to get in some antidotes for an item. So let's do that. Alright, antidote. Another quite... we could do like an anti-venom. You know, make it sound more sciencey. Anti-venom. Is that what they call it? Anti-venom? I'm sure it is. Alright, and then type, it's a cure poison. Okay, so break, you only get to use it the one time, and then status show, sell. I mean, we could also create like a robot merchant. I'm still playing around with that, but for now, no drops, no sell. Yeah, so we got anti-venom right there. In the event that we get poisoned, and Todd, we're going to see if we can make him immune to poison. So since these guys are so overpowered and they're immune to status effects, we got to make them weak against something. I'm just not sure what yet. Let's see. Skill, no skill. I want to check out my skills here real quick, because I think one of them happens to be no poison. Let's take a look. So ability none, condition. Lightning, eh? Oh! Why didn't I think of that? That's fucking beautiful. Okay. Has item not selected. Has a skill not selected. Okay, no new skill. Skill edit. So that's not what I'm looking for. Let's keep looking. Electric tracks anyway, fry their circuits. Yeah, either electricity or water would do the trick. I don't know if I can make this guy not get poisoned. My whole thing might get scrapped. Gameplay, use of class, special attack, cannot be used. Skill effects cannot be used. Can be used. Okay, so good. And then monster manual, use of class, off. Magic defense can't be used. Compatibility class of attack magic can't be used, so maybe we'll turn on class and all this stuff, and then maybe we'll have a chance to do this. Might be something I'll have to check out a little bit more. Okay, so Venom magic level. What? Let's see. The only place I think that I could do that in would be in skill. If I can't find a way to make it work in skill, then we might be shit out of luck. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Let's see. No class, experience up, resist magic. Okay. Yeah, resist magic, special attack, level none. Okay, blah blah blah. That's something totally different. Oh God. That's good times. So resist magic, treasure find up, 2 time critical battle heal, reflect magic, HP drain, no class, random ability, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at this just to see if there's something else that would fit it better. It's not looking like it's so. Yeah, random ability. This isn't what I'm looking at. Okay. Resist magic. Okay. Condition, no. Yeah, so if those switches are on, then you can change all that up and you can do your thing, and then they would enact this stuff. But nope, we're not going to turn any of it on. Can't figure that out, so that's going to be a battle for another time. Okay. So dungeon. Now that I've had some time to think about it a little bit more, I'm going to try one more thing before we call the event a deal, and then I'm going to have to call this a stream, and then I'll do some more research and junk, and you're very much seeing me go about doing this the natural way, where I come across, I hit a roadblock, I do more research, and then I pop back in, and fresh as a daisy, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so looking at this, kicks off this event, character down, blah blah blah. Sound effect, screen shift up, sound effect, and it moves me from this location to 1903 in Lab B1. God damn it. Okay. Right there, right? And then we pop over into B1. This place is ginormous, isn't it? So you only got 40,579 memory left for events, so that kind of makes me concerned a little bit. Or maybe that's just the amount of memory I'm using. I think I remember reading something in the manual that you're not limited by the amount of blocks you can use for events. So, I mean, somebody said something about going up beyond the whole, like, one memory card thing. I don't know. I'd rather not. I'd try to create an epic that could fit onto one memory card so I could share the file easier. Let's see. Change whole party. Party display defaults. Maybe we can have them facing down. So yeah, main character. Boom. Character. Okay. I'm gonna cut this shit out. Alright, and that is event number 1. Okay. So at this point, let's go ahead and change our party display back. Party members. Okay. So change whole party, Mr. X. I don't think that's what I want to do, though. Let's see. Party status, poison. No, that's not it either. Character status, no. Party display. Let's go ahead and do defaults. No, wait a minute. That's what we already had on there. Fuck this. Okay, so that way, party members. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. Goddammit. So party display default, and then we'll have them face down. Maybe that'll do the trick. And then face down. How? Okay. Move party. Party status. Nope. Character status. Nope. Prohibit escape. Next scenario. Exit event. Move location. Take over. The switching. Change screen. Inventory weight. Character status. Okay, gather party, character direction. So let's do character down. And let's take a peek at that intro event again. Take over event number 1, page 1. Okay. Maybe we can move the screen down to that area. Let's see. Let's take over. Change screen. So that's just all that junk. Okay, and then default screen. Maybe that will turn the tide. Because we're coming in from an intro event. Default screen, take over, and then in theory, it'll pop us right in here. Party display default, character direction down. Then we can move on with our bad selves. And if we set here an event where it says unable to execute, it's a temporary stop. We'll put a stop to everything, and by theory, we should be able to move around freely after that. Let's see. Say move party, no. Character status, no. Let's do event status. We will go ahead and do an unable to execute. There it is. Okay. So now, we got to boot out our starting party. We're going to get rid of Rod. We're done fucking with him for now. I want to see if I can refine that whole robots can't get poisoned thing, but they're weak against all that. That might be fucking around with magic classes, which is a whole other ball game. But, yeah, we'll play around with that another day. I don't want to get overwhelmed. I kind of already am, because when I came in here, I'm still trying to find switch number 3, and I can't find it. So if I can't find it in the events, I'm going to assign it to something else, try to save my switches where I can. And then I also got to set up default sound effects for certain actions in-game. Yeah. Oh! It worked. It motherfucking worked. It motherfucking worked. It motherfucking worked. Good. Okay, so, oh, God, I just did it. I did it. I did it. Okay, now if we click up in there, it's going to take us back into the elevator. So, now that we're here, we need to set up the event. Okay, I'm super stoked. So now the new goal is to be able to go back up to the floor that we exited and then go from there. So we do the exact reverse of what we did just now. Okay, lab B1, let's see how I did that. So party display default character direction down, unable to execute events. Okay, good. And then the intro event was the default screen takeover event number 1. So we could do the whole silence thing in the intro event. In the elevator, which will make it do its thing. We need to turn on something, though. So we will do a switch. Maybe this is where we'll set up this ghost number 3 switch that we don't see. So when we exit out of the elevator going down, intro events, we need to cut this and put it above the takeover event, though. Or maybe we can just cut this and put it in the event. No, we need to keep it in there. Okay, never mind. Okay, so switch on number 3, takeover event, page 1, and then at that point we would turn off. Okay, so if switch number 3 is turned on, then we can set a page condition for the intro event in the elevator. Let's just take it step by step, okay? For now, I'm going to put a little note down here. Switch number 3, elevator up. Up from B1 to first floor. Okay, so we got that written down in a tentative spot down here in my page, and we'll make sure we're good. So party display, we're going to copy all this junk. Okay, so we're good. And then go into the intro events, and I might need to take a picture of this. Yeah, we're going to go and take a picture of this, so I got it. Whoa, that's zoomed too far in. Okay, there we go. Bam. So now we get back in there to the elevator, right? And then... Okay, there it is. Now we pop into the intro event. And now we set a page in the back, and this would be when switch 3 is turned on. So when switch 3 is on, that means that we exited from the first floor going back up to the first floor. So B1 to first floor. We would then do... We need to pretty much copy all the junk that we see in right here, and we need to do a shift screen down 9 instead of a screen up. So let's go ahead and copy all this shit. And then we need to change that move location. So we'll copy from here to there. And then go in here to intro on page 2. Okay, so that's all right there. Awesome. I don't know why those are all blacked out. That's really weird. Oh, I know why, because it's not valid. Okay. Shit. Yeah, takeover event number 3, page 1. So I need to fix that page 2 now. Okay. Okay, I know where I fucked up. I wasn't supposed to add a page 2 to the intro event. The intro event's fine. So we'll cut this out. The whole point of this is to take over to event number 3, page 1. So we need to get to page... yeah. Then we need to add a page here. So we add it in the back, and now we copy all that junk to page 2 with a switch condition to number 3. Bam! And then... now we can paste. Alright, copy all this junk. So we're going to do the shift screen down 9 instead of up. So we'll change that when we get over there. Alright, and then paste. Alright, character direction down, screen down. Okay, so yeah, we're going to change this to down. Bam. Okay. So this time it's going to make it look like we're going up instead of down. Pretty sweet, eh? And then let's switch, and then we move to location. And we're going to pop us right back into triage. But where though? Probably right here. Would be good to go. So now that we got that all taken care of, then let's switch on. Maybe we can have the switch turn off once we move before we move locations, and then that way the switch 3 won't be activated when we go back in. So here is where we turn off switch 3. So in theory, this should work. So we'll pop in there, and then let's go back to B1 and make sure that it's going to drop us where we need to in the elevator. Nope. Yep, we're good. Okay, so let's check from below. Alright. Good. Okay, no, not bar basement. Let's see. Lab B1, lab triage. Okay. So the intro event will take over to number 3. And for all intents and purposes, the switch and everything will kick in and then turn off at the right time as well. So yeah, switch off number 3 once we come in, and then it will be off when we go back in, drop us back down, which is right here, and then vice versa coming back from B1. So let's see if it works. Please, please, please. Oh yeah, we got to do the unable to execute event thing outside of that now. Okay, so... because I think that's going to be all jacked up now, isn't it? Coming out of the elevator. Okay, so let's create an event right here. Okay, and then here's where we do the unable to execute. Okay, so this is where we copy these directions. And then we pop them into, yeah, triage. So this should work. Alright, so that should be good. Maybe that should be like a switch 3 thing, though, and then it turns off. So this might become janky. Let's see what happens. That's all we can do. Bam! And I will think into that equipped item that resists poison a little bit more. Maybe I can make it an unbreakable equipped thing automatically, but we'll see. I don't want it to be janky, though. I can't tell if that was jank on my end or what, but let's go ahead and see. So we go here, and then say we go right here. No, that's supposed to go up. Okay. That didn't take us to triage. It's like an endless down now. Yep, one bug after another, and we just got to squash them one by one and keep plowing on is how the shit goes. So, yeah, lab triage, B1. Okay. So when we look up here, this is supposed to kick us into the elevator, right? That's probably why, because when we kick into the elevator, switch 3 is not turned on yet. So that might do the trick. So we'll have to do it here as well. Alright, so when we switch on 3, then that should kick in the page condition for... Well, the intro event's going to kick in automatically. God, I get so confused. So 10 and then 10. Okay, then we'll see it. Okay. So when you look at the intro event here, change whole party, move to point, blah, blah, direction down, number 3, page 1, right here. And then it would do the down thing, and that's page 2, with 3 turned on. And then that's going to move down. Now, and it turns off the switch when you exit the elevator or move to the next location. You don't see that. So if we go over here, then that would be up. So technically speaking, this should do the trick. Did I save that? I'm going to go ahead and double check. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, so switch 3 on when you click on it. And then you kick in the intro. This should work. There's no fucking reason why it should. And now, if you do start, it'll go in with the changes that you made, but if you do resume, it's going to go with the old conditions before you made the changes. Bear that in mind if you ever get into this. See, it does something weird right there. Like, it kicks me down, and then I can click on it. So, I gotta figure out how to break that, because it doesn't do it right here. But it's also not doing what I want it to do either. No matter what. Okay. Alright. So that is a thing that happens. And I could possibly set it up as a choice too, instead of just like a generic switch. You know, like, do you want to go back up to B1? And that might make things a little bit easier. I don't know. But I think that's about all I'm comfortable revealing to you guys at this point. So if anyone's streaming, I would be more than happy to kick you over there and yeah, give somebody some love. Because at this point, I mean, I'm going to be doing some more story stuff, and I don't want to reveal too much too soon. Let's see. Who's live? Friends. I mean, Rewind Mike's playing Gravity Rush 2. I don't know what the fuck that is. Rimworld, Excel Spreadsheet Pictures and Drama. Neekums is streaming. We could throw some over there. Yeah, I'm going to send you guys over to Neekums, okay? I do want to thank you all very much for tuning in for some more RPG Maker with me. And, yeah, I'm glad that I gave a chance to show you guys what I've been working on. And I'm glad that you all had fun as well. But I'll see you on the flippity flop. I'll send you over to Neekums and Lumpz the Clown out. As soon as I figure out how to work this thing. Peace, kids.